This next section is going to be on surface area of prisms, pyramids, and cylinders. And we're going to use nets. And in the real world, this is important for companies who manufacture boxes. So like Amazon, that's huge, how much material they need. This relates to previous sections because remember we started this unit by finding the area of just a rectangle. And then we found the area of composite figures, which was a whole bunch of other figures, simple figures together. This leads up to if we have a rectangular prism, and it's a rectangular prism because it has a rectangular base surrounded by rectangles. That's why it's a prism. And so first we're going to do surface areas of nets, which means we're going to open this up and we're going to calculate each piece and add it together. So name of shape, rectangular prism. So in here, the rectangular prism, any way you open this box, it will still have the same dimensions, and the final one you'll just get there differently. So basically what they did here is they laid it on this side and they opened up that flap, this pink flap, so that flap is 6 by 2, and then it's 12. And from there you can go and figure out every single one of them. So if this is 2, this is 2, and to match this side, that's 2. And so each one of these you could figure out the dimensions of. So you have 6 and a 2 and a 2 here, and this one matches this one because that'll be the top as you crease it over and fold it over. So this is 12 and this is 6. And so you would go in and do each area. So 6 times 2 is 12, the little flap, and then this flap is 6 times 2, which is 12, and then this flap is 12 times 2, which is 24, and this flap is 12 times 2, which is 24, and this flap is 6 times 12, which is 72, and this flap is 72. And so you have 2 12 flaps, 2 24 flaps, and 2 72 flaps. And when you add it all together, I have to pause while I think of this in my head. 4, 8, 12, 13, 16, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 216. So this is 216, and because it's area, it's yards squared. So this lesson, we're going to take the figure, open it up, calculate every piece of the material, add it back together. Okay, so this one, it laid on its side, it laid on the base, it's not laying on the base because the name of the shape is a triangular prism, and figures do not have to lay on bases. This is a triangle here, a triangle on the back side wrapped around with rectangles. So this is how it's a net. And so the hypotenuse is 20. One of the legs is 10 and one of the legs is 15. Okay? And then so it's got a triangle here and a triangle here, and the distance between the two triangles is 4. And this flat bottom is a 15 by 4. And this flap that goes up on the top is a 10 by 4. So now we have all the dimensions that we can do. So it's a right triangle. So one of the triangles is, this one is 1/2 base times height. The base is 15 and the height is 10. So it's 7.5 times 10, which is 75. So this one's also 75. This bottom one is 15 times 4, which is 60. And this is 15 times, oh no, I lied. Because when I flip this up, this rectangle right here is a 20 by 4. That's a 20 by 4, which is 80. So this piece is this piece right here, and that's a 10 by 4, which is 40. So I have a 75 flap, a 75 flap, a 40, a 60, and an 80. And so I have 150, 190, 190, and 140 is 0, 330 meters squared. So here's a triangle. It tells me this 3 I need because it's going to help me in finding the area of the base. Okay, name of the shape, it's a triangular prism. And I know it's a triangular prism because it's got two bases that are the same, which are the triangles, wrapped around the triangles. Okay, so then we do have to do a calculation because see how this is a triangle and these are marks, they mean that they're equal. This rectangle right here, I need to find this edge, which is this edge. And because this is a right triangle and this hits in the center, this is 4. And if I did Pythagorean theorem, it would be a 3, 4, 5. So that's a 5 by 12. This, and this is a 12. Okay, so this is a 5 by 12. I have those dimensions. I have the dimensions to find that. I have the dimensions to find that. Because of the hash marks, these are the same and these are the same. So I have enough information. So 5 times 12 is 60. 5 times 12 is 60. 1/2, 8 times 3. Let me erase that and make that better. 8 times 3. And that is 12. So that one's 12 and that one's 12. 8 times 12 is 96. So I have 60, 60, 96, 12, and 12. I have 120, 96, and 24. All I did was combine these and rewrite it. That's how I add. I was told to group. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So this is 240 centimeters squared. Because of area, it's centimeters squared. I'm going to stop there to do another part for the next couple of examples.